Fact checkers are violating your constitutional rights. They're violating the First Amendment rights. Welcome back. It's America Under Distress, America Under Siege. First Amendment is under attack. The First Amendment is under distress. The First Amendment is under siege. The show will go back and cover who are the fact checkers, who funds them, and if you fund restricting the First Amendment, you're the enemy of the people. You're either an enemy, foreign or domestic, if you restrict First Amendment rights. In this video, I'll redo who the fact checkers are, like I said. Also, I'm going to show you the representatives that have been restricted, banned, or actually banned from these platforms. I'm going to give you a couple cases. The cases that I found when I did all these research: Jim Banks from Twitter, Roscoe King from the Texas House on Twitter, Marjorie Taylor Greene on Twitter several times, Ron Johnson from the Senate, Barry Moore from the U.S. House, Rand Paul from the U.S. Senate on Twitter and also on YouTube. And of course, Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, he was restricted, banned, and canceled from Twitter and all these sites, all of them. And I'll also show you slides of all the platforms. There are 12 of them that have done the same thing, restricted Donald Trump and banned them on these 12 sites, the slides that you'll see. If you've been restricted, have you been banned because of your opinion, which you have a right to do. So I just told you who they are that have been restricted, and they all are Republicans. It looks like they're being targeted. But originally where the restrictions of your First Amendment came from is back in 1917. On June in 1917, Charles T. Shea, General Secretary of the United States Socialist Party, was arrested under the Espionage Act. The reason why he was arrested, because he was passing out 15,000 leaflets telling people to resist the draft during World War I. The Espionage Act came out in 1917 because there were spies everywhere. And there's still spies everywhere. They're even in the elected house. But I'm not a McCarthyist guy. But there's spies everywhere, and they're destroying the Constitution every day. Once he was arrested, the oral arguments started on 1/9/1919. The oral arguments were completed, and basically the decision was made on March 3rd, 1919. Under the decision I'm reading that, its decision, Oliver Wendell Holmes, it says, the First Amendment rights of free speech can be restricted if you are a clear and present danger to the United States of America. Okay, that's what he said. Look it up. It's called the clear and present danger doctrine. By restricting your press, by restricting your speech, by restricting your assembly, by restricting your religion and the other ones that go along with the First Amendment, is a clear and present danger? No, you're not. You're just voicing your opinion. Okay? Again, does Facebook cancel you? Do they restrict you? Put you in Facebook jail just because you disagree with them? Or it's their opinion, which has been stated from themselves. You must protect your rights. The rest of this video, I hope you will enjoy it. Protect your First Amendment rights. Protect all your rights. Protect your Second Amendment rights. Okay? When it comes down to this video, check out the descriptions, check out the scholarships. You'll get a tax deduction for them. Hopefully next year I'll actually have my 503C. I had to redo my paperwork. Check out Wounded Warriors. Check out Epic Times. Check out Useful Charts. Check out all the things that I use as resources, as there are going to be more coming on to it. If you want to send something to this channel, fine. If you do, I'll keep doing this anyway, but this stuff costs money. But the main thing is that you protect your rights. Your rights are being trampled on every single day. And protect it. Thank you for watching this channel. Check out the next one. We'll be out pretty soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's better. 5. I just wanted to know who these fact checkers were. So it's like, if anybody's ever had a out of context, it's not based on your community standards or whatever the case may be, or you've been banned, you've been limited who you can share with, or whatever the case may be, or you've been put in Facebook jail. I want to know who these people really were and who funded them. And I started to dig and I found it. So I just wanted to show you this to you into who are these people. And the main thing is, you'll be very surprised, or maybe you're not surprised, who funds it. Here.
Seemingly obscure journalism school. The Poynter Institute is a non-profit based in Florida. It's nondescript.
I gotta find out where they live in Florida. Go by there and start picketing them.
Any fact-checking service willing to partner with Facebook has to get Poynter's approval. And this is the type of testimonies they upload on their YouTube channel.
What journalists do is important. What Poynter does for journalists is invaluable.
It's
Bull!
hard to separate who I am as a reporter from...
You're not a reporter, you're a propagandist.
Poynter is almost the only place in the world
No, it's not.
that spends so much time training, researching, and informing.
Training for what?
journalists and people who look at journalism as a trade.
Wow. I wonder how many more journalism students are out there talking about their school like it's a sect they joined. But so far, Poynter has licensed around 60 partners from all over the world. Good to go to fact check for Facebook. And many of them have a bit more in common than appetite for truth. The thing they share is who they get their money from. Fact checkers from the US, the UK, Africa, Latin America, the Philippines, and Poynter itself have been funded by the Open Society Foundation.
Guess who funds that?
Media Network.
Oh,
One of them or both.
Mr.
Together, they've donated millions to fact checkers. So, what are they and why are they so eager to invest?
Old Mr.
Now, the Open Society Foundation
Guess who funds
was
that?
founded and is run by none
George
other
Soros.
than George Soros, who invested more than $32 billion into the foundation. And this Open Society Foundation is known to do exactly that. Open
Society also funds
the
vast majority of Democratic candidates too.
Proven to be a political weapon of Soros. As for the Media Network, it belongs to another billionaire, Pierre Amidia, the creator of eBay. And just like Soros's brainchild, the network has been deeply involved in geopolitics, providing a steady flow of money for America's soft power ventures, from funding opposition in other countries to creating puppet media outlets.
That's what Lucio Gallie
There are
did,
plenty
Operation
of other
Paperclip,
donors bestowing their
after
wealth
World
upon
War II.
Poynter and Co., not excluding the U.S. State Department.
I expect
I didn't know that
there
either.
will be a very close interplay between the Facebook checkers and the State Department, and that they will be very respectful of the State Department's point of view. After all, they're one of their paymasters. So I think they will go out of their way not to contradict anything the State Department says and to criticizing them. So unfortunately, this is the antithesis of what most people think of when they think of freedom of media or freedom of information.
Now, Poynter and its platoon of fact-checkers say that one of their binding values is impartiality. But sometimes that veil is quite easy to see through. And I mean, let me bring up one chart for you. It was showcased at a Separating Facts from Fake News panel by Poynter. And I mean, by definition here, the mainstream media and mainstream news are presented here as a victim, and it is presented as an inherently 100% truthful entity. It just cannot be fake news here. And that's despite the fact that mainstream outlets have repeatedly embarrassed themselves with faulty reporting, from CNN.
See who they start with first? CNN.
Ironically, the outlet behind this graph. But after all, the historic record suggests neither the US government nor the Soros-like bunch spend their billions out of pure philanthropy.
What this is clearly aimed at is to restrict the availability of alternative sources of information. What they do is defend the establishment narrative and try to
No matter who it
discredit
is, no matter who they
alternative
support.
point of views, which then they will declare to be non-factual or fake news according to their own.
Then you get shut off your page, you don't get the information that you need.